The role of a knowledge base has changed a lot in recent times. People are building all sorts of AI agents or deploying all sorts of AI agents that need context of your product. For example, an AI SDR, a support chatbot, an internal enablement agent, and so on. So, the role of a knowledge base has truly evolved. Pageloop solves for this problem by making sure your knowledge base has all fresh, up-to-date context about your product.
Traditionally, knowledge bases served as a way to answer questions, from your teammates or from users, and you always had a fallback option. If you didn't have confidence in the answer that you found in the knowledge base, you could always go ask another human to check. But if you're deploying an AI agent and that's fielding as the first line of response, you can quickly erode trust. Users will expect reliable, correct answers. You don't want your AI agent or your chatbot to give an answer and then for them to go into your product and find something entirely different just because your knowledge base wasn't updated as quickly as you were releasing new features. And that's exactly the problem Pageloop solves, where we make sure that your knowledge base, the context is always up to date as new features are releasing. Well, I spent a decade in support before starting Pageloop. I started, by being a support agent, setting up, the support team, setting up my tools, leading support teams at companies like Zapier and Postman, and everywhere throughout that decade, I've always seen this one problem, which is I have to update my help center, and nobody even was enthusiastic about doing it. So one, I really understand the problem. So when I talk to our customers, there is inbuilt empathy because I've lived that pain. And of course, Nishanth comes from an AI background, and we are solving a pretty complex problem. So that's what makes us the right team to solve this.
So the core philosophy, which is why we built Pageloop, is that there are a lot of agents and chatbots out there. For example, in the world of support, you have Decom Fin, Sierra, Decagon, Zendesk AI, 100 more products. And working with a lot of customers, what we found is that your choice of tool is not really what makes the biggest difference in terms of customer outcomes. It's the context that your chatbot has access to that makes the biggest difference.
Yeah, and I think another one that we also decided very early on is that we would work with larger teams. We've understood that, or at least our bet early on was eventually AI will solve this for really small founder-led companies. And we were right. Look at where Cloud Code is today. If you're a small team, if you're a founder-led company, you should be using Cloud Code to keep your docs updated. And for larger teams, we've always seen that information is very dispersed. It makes it really hard to just build something internal and continue to maintain it as your organization becomes more and more complex. So I think we stuck to that philosophy and we made the right choice. So it's the chicken and egg problem of show me that AI, say in support works, and then I will give you budget or people who can work dedicated on knowledge management. But what people are failing to understand is one, AI in customer facing functions actually works. There is no doubt about that today. And two, without actually spending the time or the budget on maintaining that knowledge layer, you will not see any AI outcomes. You will always be, you'll have an AI that's always, playing catch up with what your product actually does, and you will not see true value from that. So I think that's the biggest blocker for why teams are not able to move fast with AI.
So it's not really just say throwing money at a product. You need a holistic approach to AI where you're not just buying a product, but you're doing what's necessary to enable it to work.
Yeah. Most of our customers come to us saying our knowledge base has not been updated for 6 months. We even had one customer who came and said, we've not updated our knowledge base in 3 years. And whether it's Pageloop or any other AI tool, if that knowledge base is not brought up to speed, layering another product on top of that is not going to magically solve your problems. So our approach is that Pageloop is not just a product. We actually come in to make sure that you are able to bring your knowledge base up to speed. So you can call this as a service that we offer, and after that you basically layer AI on top to continuously maintain it. Now we also consult on information architecture. We know a lot about how chatbot retrieval actually works, and so we actually come at it as a holistic solution rather than just giving you a product and let you figure out the rest of it.
So we really meet you where you are,
That's right.
wherever you are.
Yeah.
And we work on actually solving your core problem, not just selling you a product.
Ding.